I started at my firm in the insurance coverage group, policyholder side insurance coverage group, and a month after I started working, Superstorm Sandy hit the East Coast, and 2 weeks after the storm, I went out to Midland Beach and Staten Island and helped demo a house. I went out with a group of kids from my law school, and we got to the house at about 8 or 9 in the morning. We went inside, we tore out all the appliances, all the fixtures, all their property, all their furniture, covered in mud. We put it in a pile at the foot of their driveway, and then in the afternoon we went next door and we started over again. And after I was out there, I was walking around the whole day thinking about my new work as policyholder side insurance coverage attorney. And all I could think about was, do these people have insurance? And if they have insurance, are they documenting anything? Are they taking pictures? People had lost their cameras, they had lost everything, so there was no way to even verify that the damages they said they had. So when I got back to work on Monday, I looked into taking a pro bono case, and the City Bar Justice Center had a bunch of Sandy insurance policy cases arising from the storm. So I just started taking on one client, and then they contacted me again, and then I took another one, and basically that's how I started doing all of the work that I've been doing for the past year. And I've been at my firm now for 1 year, and almost half of my hours this year have come from these Sandy cases. And I've gotten to learn so much about the law and so much of the basics of the type of work that I do and that I really enjoy through these cases.
So I've done 5 asylum cases, but I would say one stands out. We have an asylum client from the Gambia who came over to the United States a couple of years ago, and he came to the New York City Bar Justice Center and got referred out to us, and we worked with him for probably 6 to 8 months on his asylum case before we went to his affirmative asylum interview. We were lucky enough to get him asylum at the interview stage, and since then we've filed relative petitions for him, and so his wife and 3 kids are actually now in the United States, and it's a great story.
So I am a transactional lawyer by training. I'm a securities lawyer as a day job. And so pro bono work was a way, or is a way, to both practice outside of my core day-to-day job, and it's very obvious, but just help people. So it's extremely rewarding.
City Bar Justice Center is a fantastic organization. They have been really instrumental in helping us run the clinic out of my firm. We assist homeless families who are in shelters with a variety of legal issues that they face, whether it be welfare, Medicare, finding housing, many kind of legal issues that they face on a daily basis that really impact their life. And the City Bar Justice Center has an extremely dedicated staff and resources that we're able to utilize to help these people. I mean, they truly are the experts at this area of law, and we are able to use them every step of the way in making sure that we get the right results for our clients.
My wife got involved in a community soup kitchen that's affiliated with our local synagogue, and I saw the impact that she was making on people, and I was looking for a vehicle to try and make a similar impact. And the Consumer Bankruptcy Project was that vehicle. And when I met with our client, who is a veteran who is a very compelling figure, who we really wanted very much to try and help with his student loan debt, we really had a perfect opportunity to try and make a difference in his life.
And the support that the City Bar Justice Center gave us was fantastic. It was above and beyond. I've done pro bono with a couple other organizations, both large and small, and even though I would say it's a pretty large established organization, the support we got from people like Ramona Morel and others was truly fantastic.
So basically, every time I was looking for work, the City Bar Justice Center had clients to refer me to, and anytime I had questions, they were there to provide all the necessary links to other people doing this work and other collaborators, and also the trainings just learning by the seat of our pants how to do this huge flood cleanup that has been, there's practitioners in Texas and in Florida and other places that have dealt with these kinds of major storms, but New York just had not done that yet. So everyone was learning together, and it's been a great experience.
So predominantly for the asylum projects, we work with Jennifer Kim, and Jennifer Kim has been a phenomenal asset. She's helped us from vetting clients, she's helped us interview them, help them prep for their interviews, she's helped us preparing for immigration court proceedings. She's really been an invaluable resource.
The city bar basically acts as a feeder for us. They do the diligence to find people who need help. Our typical client is an immigrant family or who's interested in making his or her life better, has a great business idea, but is sort of awestruck by the paperwork that you need to run a business these days. And Latham has a very broad set of expertise we can bring to bear. We can help form a business for them, help them negotiate with their landlord, help them with IP issues. So it's really more like a matchmaking service, I guess.
And without the Justice Center, we can't do these cases on our own, so it's critical.
City Bar's been amazing. Suzanne Tomator in particular at the Immigrant Women and Children Project is invaluable. I couldn't do any of the work that I do without her help and her team. And it's a great resource in putting me in touch with other people that can provide assistance. And my firm does great help as well. But really, without the City Bar, I wouldn't be able to do the great work that I do. So it's really all the credit to them in this case.
Well, I encourage everyone to do it. My advice is to start with something that you feel you can handle. Don't start where you don't fit in. And then make sure that you take advantage of the resources available to bring you up to speed in the area. So that even if it's a new practice area, just reach out to the other lawyers who are more senior in the field, who are generally accessible and available to respond to questions. And we work so hard. We spend so much time doing what we have to do. And we get rewards from the work that we do. But the pro bono stuff, I think, is always special. And I just encourage you to do it.
I think my best advice is to start early. I'm lucky enough to be at a law firm, Davis Polk, that's extremely supportive of pro bono work. And I took on representations right at the start of my career under the guidance of partner supervisors. And I think once you get the momentum going and realize how wonderful pro bono representation can be, you'll want to continue doing it.
It was easy for me to start pro bono work. I have a firm belief that all lawyers have a duty and obligation to give back some of their time to helping those who really are in need. A lot of lawyers are focused on helping large corporations and very wealthy people with legal issues, but there's a huge segment of the population that faces very dire and important legal issues that they need help getting through. And so for me, I think that lawyers should do it as an obligation, as part of their duty of being an attorney.
When you're a young associate, you don't have a lot of choice in what you're doing, but pro bono was an area where I could kind of pick and choose items of personal interest that I wanted to pursue that might not have been in line with the rest of the practice that I was doing on a day-to-day basis. So pro bono gave me, I was working on asylum work, and it gave me the opportunity to get in front of judges, to get in front of hearing officers, to work directly with clients as a very junior associate and lead matters wherein, although I work in a small office of a large law firm, if you're a first or second year associate, you're not running the case. You're not picking up the phone and talking to the client every day. Pro bono really gave me the opportunity to kind of step out on a ledge and do some new and interesting stuff where I could be in charge of it. I could take the lead. I could have all the personal interaction. And it really kind of helped me along in my career as a commercial lawyer, but it was an opportunity to develop a whole new aspect of being a lawyer.
I think the best tip I can give is just do it. You know, when I started doing asylum work, I didn't know very much about the process, and you know, if you just start doing it, you'll get help when you need it. But that's probably the most important part. Just start doing it, and it'll be the best reward.